Hey, Mark here, and I have a really fun giveaway for you. I have 5 4K UHD copies of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, and I want to give them to you. So all you have to do is just message me and be like, hey, Mark, I would like to enter for a chance to win a 4K UHD copy of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. And I'll put your name in the drawing. If you win, but it's worth a chance to win a really cool movie. So yeah, bring home Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 on 4K UHD disc and digital now. Tom Cruise stars in the film critics are calling the biggest and best action movie of the year. Buy Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 on 4K UHD disc and digital today, and go behind the scenes with incredible bonus content. Available at participating retailers, rated PG-13 from Paramount Pictures. Hello and welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark, the living reincarnation of Kogoshuko Hoffmeyer, and joining me is a man that recording this episode from inside of New Angeles. It's Norbert Morvan.
Stoke the fire, Hoffmeyer! Stoke the fire!
All right, butthead. All right.
Dude, don't be such a dork.
All right, dragon droppings.
Oh, man, this movie.
Here's the thing. For me, at least, with Double Dragon. I bought this movie. NVD had a deal. Hour-long commentary. We love Mark Dacascos.
Yes, Dacascos.
Dude, only you watch his movies, man. You watch it and you're like, this guy had the looks, he had the talent, he had the charisma. Like, he should have been huge. But I think between Only the Strong and Double Dragon, like, his big push just got punched right in the stomach. But this guy he's like, to watch him in John Wick 3. He's incredible. Like, Mark Dacascos is the best. But yeah, so this movie, at least it tries something, Norbert. Like, they went to Ohio. It's about 18 movies in one. It's not a kid's movie. It's not an adult movie. There's no plot. This really technically isn't a movie. I'm a huge jet ski action cinema fan, and they didn't even need it. They should have focused on plot. So everyone was saying when they wrote, the writers, I watched this hour-long documentary, like, listen, don't use this scene. Like, save the money for like fights or characters. And like, no, we're going to blow up the river. We're going to use 700 gallons of gasoline. So but there's a cheeky tone to it. Dacascos is fine. Scott Wolf is fine. Alyssa Milano is fine. There's a cop dad subplot, which I don't, there's gangs out at night, cops out during the day. So I kind of, you watch. I think these movies exist for a few reasons. One, whatever, they're fun. I don't know. But two, they make you appreciate the simplicity of The Raid. They make you appreciate the simplicity of Mad Max Fury Road. Because this is The Warriors. This is a movie about fist fighting brothers, and there's so much plot.
It's just madness.
And there's Robert Patrick with the Vanilla Ice hair. And
he's having fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, he said it too. He's like, I had fun making this, and I hope people appreciate it. Like, everyone's having fun, at least. Like, the energy is there.
This is it. Yeah. They are all enjoying themselves. This is the one movie where it's not because of the actors.
No,
it's not because of the actors. Look, I believe that from the very beginnings of cinema, when there was no sound in film, the plot of movies was man saves girlfriend from bad guy.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. This video game, the plot is literally Billy and Jimmy Lee, martial arts masters, out to rescue their girlfriend Marion from a street gang known as the Black Warriors, led by the machine gun toting boss Big Willie and his two right-hand men, Bobo and Jeff. You get Roper, you got Linda with the whip, you got Bolo, you got Williams. 90-minute movie.
That's
done deal.
Warriors meets a PG-13 action film. With
no magic, no nothing.
Just fist fighting legends, fist fighting other people with
Walk
the
to the
occasional
right,
kick.
Beat each other up. Oh, by the way, Mark Dacascos, incredibly over qualified for walking to the right and beating people up. He won numerous karate and kung fu championships between the ages of 7 and 18. When he was 7, he was winning karate championships. Hey, what were you doing at 7? Not winning karate championships.
Playing Double Dragon.
Literally that. Playing Double Dragon.
Because 88 it comes out, and 87. This was a big game, Norbert. Like it what came on Game Boy in 90. It won like best video game. Remember that back in 89? Like it was probably one of the best just punch 'em up game or beat 'em up video games.
Yeah.
And there's not much there's a subplot about a cop and Alyssa Milano who sneaks out of her house. What? I mean, listen, bro, I still find like there's charm in this world. And Milano actually has a lot of fun in this movie. Like she has a good time. Like I'm torn with this film because it's 90 minutes. There's nothing important that happens, so you can just put it on. And she stuffs a bobo 100%. Full of spinach and he starts farting. And then
as a torture device, yes.
So he has gas. They're talking about drinking water in the river and having diarrhea for a week. And there's a lot of poop jokes in this movie. Yeah. This is what I heard on the set. So you had James Yukich, who this guy had directed stuff for Sega. If you look at his resume, he's directed about 7,000 music videos. He's directed every single comedy special, TV show special. I mean, this guy does like Norbert. If you had a comedy special, he probably directed it. It's like this guy had done 7,000 music videos, huge music videos before this, and he had worked for Sega. But the problem was they're like, hey, we're going to go to Ohio. You got $7 million and we don't have a script. So let's just get down there and figure it out. And so he's like, oh awesome. Well, I'm screwed. And then you had a bunch of writers come in. You had Michael Davis and Peter Gold, who ended up writing for Breaking Bad and then producing a Better Call Saul. Like these guys are huge names right now. But they said that nobody knew what the movie was. Like it was just a bunch of people like, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. Because you got Capcom, you have all the big people who released it. Technos Japan. Sorry, not Capcom.
Yeah, Technos Japan, right. And one of the writers is Paul Dini. The guy friggin' is the creator of Batman the Animated Series.
Yes.
It's like one of the greatest cartoons of all time. Yeah. So it's not that the talent wasn't there. It's like, what the hell were these people thinking when they made this movie?
And the guy who did the story, Neil Shusterman, he won the 2015 National Book Award for Young People's Literature. And he also won the Michael L. Prince Honor Book in 2017. Like these are all incredibly successful people.
Yeah.
Like the director, he just directed 6 music videos in the time that we were talking right now.
I believe it.
Like this is like, we're talking like really good talent. But I'm telling you, I think this movie, they're just like, listen, we need to get this theater in the picture. We need to get this picture made. And so someone said the only reason this got made is to get another movie made. And so, but then they needed to rush it for rights. So I think they were just like, hey, go down to Ohio, throw a couple, I don't know, things on the streets and like, we'll call it rubble and then we'll shoot it and then you release it. So it's not there. There's too many voices. It was too rushed. And it's a pain though, Norbert, because like Scott Wolf is game. Mark Dacascos is game. I like all the performances in this movie.
Everyone's committed.
Yeah.
Everyone's committed. And Alyssa Milano, super hot in this movie. Okay. She's so little. When they're in that air vent to do the stupid fishing for the Double Dragon medallion.
Oh, what a dumb scene.
She doesn't even have to bend over. She's that small. She's so tiny with the blonde hair and what used to be called poom poom shorts in the 90s. So she's down. She puts on this wig. Her brother tries to blackmail her while he's using and then he goes to use the most absurd VR. Why is he trying to blackmail her? Okay, that confused me. In the bathroom, she's putting on a red hair wig because in this movie, she is a very short-haired blonde. So she's in the bathroom. Her father's a police officer. So, she's trying to hide from the cops. However, they make it a point to point out this thing called GangNet, where they not only have pictures of every gang member in the city, they also have the level of detail to where this is how much you need to bribe them so that you can escape.
$50.
And her father's the chief of police. So how is it that he wouldn't be able to recognize his daughter with a red wig on? Like, It just pops up for no reason, man.
The amount of plot that you just talked about, Norbert, it just blows my mind.
It's absurd. It is absurd. And do you know what's really interesting? Here's the thing. Double Dragon, right? The development was led by Yoshihisa Kishimoto. He created the arcade game, something called Neketsu Koha Kunio-kun, which is, Renegade. Came out for Nintendo. It's the start of the Double Dragon style games. And before that, there was Kung Fu. You got to save Sylvia from Mr. X. That's on Nintendo. That's a brilliant game, right? So that was like the first one. And then you get Renegade. And then this guy, he decides he makes a game. It's going to be the spiritual successor to Double Dragon. And it was based on his life. That back in the day, he broke up with his girlfriend and he used to just walk around beating people up. Okay? So take that even and make it into a movie. There's so much that you can do with this.
That's a good movie right there.
That right there is a good. My girlfriend dumped me. You know what? I'm going to go punch the high school basketball team in the face. Let's go. Double Dragon.
Sounds like a Jason Statham movie. No, that was
Expendables
when he beat up all the basketball players. Remember when he showed up and he beat up the basketball players?
Let's just beat people up. Let's beat people up because I'm angry.
And you know what's crazy about a Bobo is they took a really large man who could bench press 800 pounds and made him slower.
Yes, so that he could bench 1,600 pounds.
And never hit anybody.
Never. Just the absurdity, man.
So there's like also, but here's the thing: you have Al Leong, right, and you have Jeff Amata, two absolute legend. Jeff Amata, he did a lot of the stunts for the 1995 video game adaptation Mortal Kombat, which I believe is still the best video game movie ever made. So
it's so good.
Listen, Mortal Kombat 1995 is the best video game movie ever made. Now, how would you rate these four between 93 and 95? Super Mario Bros, Double Dragon, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat.
Oh man. Now, Mortal Kombat is number one. And the other three, I want you to erase them from your memory.
What about Raul Julia and his bison paintings? And the
game over.
And it's Tuesday speech too. For you, it was the most important day of your life. For me, it was Tuesday. That's one of those moments from a movie that is not really a movie, but you see it and you go, that's a really good. That's a burn. Like that's I need some aloe.
And it's all the delivery too. It was all delivery.
But like
it was all the delivery.
You have West Study running around. You have JCVD running around. Like you have a really cool cast in Street Fighter, and then there's two unnecessary river scenes for some reason.
Yes, but because you got to have a chase, bro.
Yeah, I guess I'll do Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Super Mario. I wrote about two of these. I wrote about Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter for Rotten Tomatoes, saying like I like these movies, but like Super Mario Brothers, it's weird. And there's enough there. Double Dragon is 90 minutes of inoffensive fun.
Oh yeah, it's this. Look, I'll be honest with you. This movie comes out in '94. I'm just going into high school. I saw ads for this at comic books on TV, and I made it a point to say that I would never watch this movie. Whoa. And you made me break a vow to myself decades later. So I want to thank you for that. It's yet another trauma you've inflicted upon me.
How it's inoffensive though, right?
Oh for sure.
And what I love too about Robert Patrick and the character he's playing, they brought in writers to be like, listen, this guy, I don't know why we have a white guy here, but just write something in to explain why we have a white guy here. So then
they're brothers.
Robert Patrick, when he's like, when he's talking about being Kogo Shuga.
No, that was hilarious, man.
And like, but like, I guess what they're saying is like, I used to be called Victor Geisman, but no one wants to party with Victor Geisman, so I have Kogo Shuga now. And
that's right.
You know what's crazy? So the writers, the guys who did Breaking Bad, said, I don't know, Victor Geisman, because that means ghost, and he becomes a ghost. The director and everyone hated it so much that they had Robert Patrick like insult the name on screen and as an in joke. So audiences heard it and they're like, that's not funny. It was all meant to just. It was meant to burn the writers who did it, and so that's why he's Kogoshuga. And during the EPK of it, like the behind the scenes, Robert Patrick's like, I am playing a white male. Where's the? What does he say here? I'm playing an American white male who thinks he's the reincarnation of an ancient Asian warlord.
So even in 93, 94, he was like, this is appropriation.
Yeah.
Even then he knew spider sense tingling.
But the writers, that's why they were like, hey, just explain it. Just give us one line. It's like, I used to be Victor Geisman, but now I'm Kogoshuga.
Okay, so was Victor Geisman an archaeologist who became a billionaire, or a billionaire who was also an archaeologist / trying to hook up with his friend's wife?
That's a great question. So you're saying, is he like Sean Bean in National Treasure before?
Right?
Like is
because he gets his exposition on, yeah, we were there. And your husband didn't even know what he found. He was a fool. And I knew what it was. And so I killed him. And then you left. And yeah.
I don't. Can I tell you something that really annoys me?
Tell me.
There's movies where movie characters, antagonists, they're like, hey, I'm going to go after the ultimate evil. I am going to get the ether. I am going to get both dragons. I'm going to take the halves and I'm going to make one. I am going to get this power and I am going to become the ultimate. There can be only one. I will be the last. There can be only one. Then they get that power and then they die. So it's just, you waste all these years, all these resources to get it. And how long I want to write a post about how many resources people spend to be all powerful for 6 seconds. Because just hang out, man. Like you're already in the top 0.0000001% of powerful people on the planet.
In the history of mankind.
In the history of man, you can turn into a shadow and inhabit other people. And you're a billionaire.
That's badass. Yeah.
And you have 3 really cool hench people. So just hang out. Just hang out. Like,
just lounge.
You don't need it.
Your building has touchscreen information pads in 1994, bro. You're good to go. You're a billionaire in 94. Your paper is long, man. Your paper is Rockefeller size.
Oh, yeah. It's like, you know how many cars you could burn with all his paper that he has.
Literally burn them. Yeah, literally burn them.
You watch these movies like John Wick and where 7,000 henchmen get killed. And I've always thought about this. So Norbert, you and I are crime lords, and I've talked about this in our John Wick thing, but I have another idea. We're crime lords. And we're like, they're like, technically, we're part of the table. We probably should try to kill John Wick, but be like, hey,
probably. Let's
just wait a half hour.
Let's bide our time.
Yeah, let's just say internet went down. So a half hour goes by. John Wick has killed all of our competition. Everybody. And we're just hanging out. He walks by us. We give him a peace sign. Like, hey, man, like we didn't come at you. Like, it's cool.
Hello,
cool.
John. Hello. We're just standing here, John.
Yes. John, my hands are in the air. I don't have a pencil.
Everything's fine, John.
I did see some ne'er-do-wells over there. Go kill them. So once he cleans out the town, Norbert, we're the bosses.
Yes, we are.
So just hang out. Like, when is it? Just stop. It's not worth it. It's not. So don't go for the ultimate power. Don't go for John Wick. Don't go for Max. Don't go for, just hang out. Just
listen. Geisman Kogoshugo has 2 henchmen, Huey and Lewis, and they give him the news. And Huey and Lewis never try to take over anything. They're not insubordinate. They're not scheming.
Nope.
They just want to be down. It's a job. It's a 9 to 5 to them. Exactly what you just described. So Geisman takes over the city. Cool. Maybe they get to run the Galleria Mall. Maybe they get to redesign the Capitol building as another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles style hangout for their own group of street cleaning vigilantes, like the Power Corps. They're just guys who just want to chill. Power Corps clean up the mess in the morning. The LAPD let the cops run the streets at night.
Yeah.
And these guys just want to be in the city, chilling.
You got it great. Just do your thing, right?
Just relax, bro. Relax.
You have great henchmen.
Yeah.
Amazing henchmen.
They're really loyal and nice.
I mean, you have the guy who set up the fight from They Live, Jeff Amata. Just let it be.
That's right. That's right.
Enjoy your billions. Burn your cars. Drive fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So do you think TMNT is the reason for all the grunge in Super Mario Bros? And do you think it's the reason for all the grunge in this movie? Because I mean,
absolutely.
They shot in North Carolina, but like, remember watching Turtles? So when I watched Turtles in 89, 90, I saw the grungy streets and the bathtub that Michelangelo was sleeping in, and just the grossness and the sewers felt like sewers.
Yeah.
And it blew my mind. It blew my mind. And I think movies just copied that after this. Well, TMNT did it. We should do it.
Yeah. 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 1990. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The comics are out in the late 80s, right? The TV show hits 85, 86. 1990, that movie comes out, and they put all the money into the turtle costumes because you can see it. That's where the budget is. And it looks amazing to this day. I don't care anything about the Michael Bay CGI turtles, because I can look at real turtles walk down the street, and even though their lips move funny, that is a dude inside a costume that's like 80 pounds, back flipping, jump kicking, using size. And so the Shredder's headquarters arcade lair with skateboarding is absolutely their inspiration for the Power Core orphanage / arcade / water park that they hang out in. And
with ooze,
loyal listener,
with ooze.
It's got goo. It's got green goo. We've been told multiple times that the water is toxic, and yet they just got it in their house, chilling. Cool.
Like, so many people are getting kicked into it too.
Yeah, they got a lake of ecto cooler. You know, if you swam in the Hudson River in 1994, you would actually come out with a bacterial infection, like for real. You know what I'm saying? If it got in your mouth, you would need to take a raft of antibiotics. Okay, for real, for real. So here we are. We got the Power Core headquarters, and it's the Ninja Turtles Shredder headquarters, but cleaner. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. So many of these movies were copying each other because it was the cyberpunk dystopia sci-fi time. It was a brilliant time.
Johnny Mnemonic. I got Johnny Mnemonic, but a black and white copy of it.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
I'm
because
very excited.
No, RoboCop 87, Running Man 87, RoboCop 2 90, Total Recall 90, Terminator 2 Judgment Day 91. Robert Patrick, 3 years before this, was one of the most iconic movie villains in the history of all cinema. At the T-1000. All right. Then you get Nemesis with a young Tom Jane. All right. That's a weird sci-fi movie. You get Free Jack with Mick Jagger.
Oh, yeah, Free Jack.
We'll get you, McCandless. You can't escape from us, McCandless. The Lawnmower Man. The guy from Cyborg is also in this.
Yes, he is for a little bit.
Yeah. He gets an actual line. You know, I like the misery. I like this world. Yeah. You know?
Fender. Was it Fender or Stratocaster?
Something like that. Yeah.
From Cyborg, they're often named after guitars.
That's right. You got Michael Berryman, and also another one of those creepy, it's that guy. He's tall and he's got like no eyebrows. Apparently, Michael John Berryman, he was born with a condition that is characterized by the absence of sweat glands, bro, hair and fingernails. So he was like, you know what? I'm going to be a movie star. And he's done it. So they keep, like you say, this is a movie that's made up of 1,000 different movies. And they even plucked dudes from, I know that guy. I know that guy. Al Lung, I know that guy. You know what I mean?
Like, I recognize, yeah.
This is the pre-AI generated content. That's exactly what this is. It's scraped the ether and the zeitgeist at the time. And we're like, okay, but Double Dragon, we're gonna do that.
You make a great point too, because what you also had, what, Three Ninjas coming out the year before, where there would be criminals, and they said that there was just too many. I was gonna say too many dicks on the dance floor, but there's just too many cooks in the kitchen for this.
Yeah.
And then they all wanted to like this. Let's have this. Let's have this. Let's have this. And it's basically an AI movie.
Yeah.
A postman jumps off a building and he goes airmail, and then he just lands on the ground.
And then he comes back later for the final fight.
It's pretty amazing though. And
and
like, you know, Dacascos had a rolled ankle for all of this. Like
of course
he did all of this like that. And I just gotta say, so Norbert, you're a parent. You learn that your teenage daughter, is she a teenager in this? Because Matthew Fox is 17 in it.
So they're all technically supposed to be, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, so she's a teenager. And then you learn that she started a successful underground rebellion that fights criminals and houses orphans in a wonderfully run place. And she can also repair generators and has given many children a home and taught them karate.
Word.
That's pretty impressive.
Your daughter has shamed you. They literally spell it out when the police chief finally realizes, after Shugo has tried to bribe him, that's where he draws the line. Letting the gangs completely control New Angeles at night, do whatever they want, murder, kill, steal. That's fine. But you know what? You cannot bribe me directly. That's where I draw the line. And now he feels shame because he sees his daughter actually fighting the good fight. And so the cop tells him directly, you just want us to go out there because your daughter's out there. And he's like, I just want to go out there because the daughter's doing our job. Yeah, jerk. You're doing your job for a minute.
That's a good line, too. If I was a cop, like, oh, he just wants to rescue his daughter, then he said that to me, I'd be like, fair game. Fair enough. Good call.
No shit. Yeah. I want to breaking news. I want to rescue my kid. Breaking news.
Yeah. And then
by the way, also, I want to do my job. I'm a cop.
And she's doing our job better than us.
Yeah. 3 strikes. That's incredibly shameful, bro.
It was kind of, it's just, this is a really interesting experience because there's this entire subplot that you're talking about with cops and criminals and fathers and daughters and a reformed villain played by Nils Allen Stewart, who was in everything in the 90s and now. But it's,
that guy.
Yeah, he's in everything.
Again.
You know, I must have said that 100 times. I'm like, oh, it's Vanna White. Oh, it's Andy Dick. Oh, it's George Hamilton.
Why?
Remember when he laughs when Vanna says that thing? He's like,
I always get them mixed up, whether to go forward or backward. This is why she is not going to be the host after Pat Sajak retires.
Oh, man. But just like, this is, but the lines in this movie, right? They're like, eat some fist, butt heads.
Yeah. It's the 90s, bro. That's all I got.
Yeah, I guess
90s.
Buttheads was popular, right?
Butthead, chode, dweeb.
The problem with this movie is it gives 2 things a very bad name: video game adaptations and jet ski action scenes. How do you feel about that?
Well, the jet ski action scene thing, my favorite part of that jet ski scene is where they blow up the Cuyahoga River yet again, setting it on fire yet again. And they look out, except they're in the water. The explosion's on land. Why are they looking out? Nothing's going to hit you, bro. You're in the middle of the Cuyahoga River, which we keep being told is toxic and flammable, and it doesn't catch any flame. It doesn't burst into flame after they shoot this massive missile. Everything is fine. Everything's okay.
And there's tour boats.
Oh, yeah. That's, these people should just all have cancer at all times, unfortunately. It's a sad thing to say. But like you say, the jet ski / speedboat chase, it's a thing in mid-90s, late 80s. The Police Academy movies, always some kind of jet ski. Baywatch was on TV at the time. You got to slow-mo running, jet skis.
Universal Soldier 2.
One of my favorite Kathleen Turner movies, V.I. Warshawski. They're just on a jet ski in Chicago because why not? You're in Chicago, might as well jet ski down the river with a cool saxophone. That's just the way it went. You got to have a jet ski. Why? Because it looks expensive, but it's not.
They're just so okay. The one thing I do like about the scene is these jet skis do have rockets on them, which which I did heat sinking too, which is nice. And then, but the heat from the river prevents the rockets from blowing them up.
Clearly.
But these jet ski henchmen, were they just there?
I mean, look, you paid more attention to this movie than I did, and I watched it twice, bro.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell you where they come from.
They're just waiting, because it's not like I don't know. This is crazy. No wonder people are like, "Don't film this scene." But
they surround the little dock house that they're in. All right. Billy fails to get the motorcycle working. He screams at the medallion again, and then they find the jet ski. And there were no other jet skis that I saw. Was there a radio communique perhaps sent? Something sent on the gang net, because Alyssa Milano exposition that they do use the gang net to communicate with each other. Maybe that's how they told him.
They seem to work for Kogo Shuko.
Yes. Yeah, he joined the gangs together because they ripped that off from the Warriors.
Oh man. So So they're just there. That's right. That's the problem with this movie is, listen, you know me, Norbert. I love jet ski action scenes. I am a connoisseur of jet ski action scenes. But this one doesn't make sense. Like Hard Rain, it makes sense why there's jet skis there. Deep Rising makes sense why there's jet skis there. Police Academy 3, why not?
Why not? Yeah.
Transporter 2, why not? Waterworld, why not? Like it
is Waterworld.
Yeah, and like Piranha 3D, if you're at a lake partying, there's going to be jet skis. Like so,
and Piranha,
yeah. I mean, they're all there. Like they all make sense. But this one, it's an odd scene. It's an odd, but I love it.
It's an odd scene in that movie.
But it goes by and then it's over and there's another scene and then they talk about pooping their pants for a week and they move on.
And they don't show any signs of illness from being in the most toxic water in the history of man.
How great would that be? The rest of the movie, they're just pooping.
They're just dying. You know, sorry, Geisman, we would like to kung fu fight you, but we have been poisoned by Hollywood River water. Can you come back after we've gone through a few courses of antibiotics? 1,000.
I love how.
And my question, go ahead.
Oh no, you got it.
I was just gonna say, who is this Hungus Bogasi says he's going to unite the gangs? Just because I love that line. It's the greatest line in the whole movie.
There's some bangers in this movie though. I wrote down some of the dialogue in here, and there's some lines that made me very like we're cooked. You know that scene where they're about to shoot him and they're like,
yes,
like we're cooked.
Yes.
Like my daughter's doing her job. Like they even say you shall not pass at one point.
That's right.
Oh, you know what the best line is? Where
what is
they say like, you're gonna be dead like your brother, and he's like, yeah, you're ugly like your mother.
Yeah, you're weak like your father. You're ugly like your mother. So we got a 90s your mother joke in there. We have several scenes of people in the face of danger, pausing, turning to look at each other, screaming, and then running away, because that was the 80s, 90s thing as well, you know?
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, the pause, look, run away. That was so 90s.
And they're very committed. And I got two more lines. You can't buy these off. Remember, they get their uniforms at the end. He's like, you can't buy these off the racks. Like that's a funny line. Like that one's really good. And then at the end, Kogo Shuko goes, "You think I'm bad? Wait till you meet my lawyers."
Yeah, the 90s lawyer joke. Of course. Lawyer jokes and airline food jokes. What's the deal with airport food? I mean, you get on there and it's like it's in a microwave.
What's the deal with what's lampshades? Like why are you blocking the light?
You know, what do you call 1,000 lawyers at the bottom of the ocean? A good start.
Why is she putting all this spinach into my stomach?
So between this,
you're a head case, and he puts his ponytail in a suitcase.
Dude, just so much, man. So Mario Brothers in 93, this movie in 94, Tank Girl in 95, Strange Days and Virtuosity in 95, Escape from LA 96, Mnemonic 95. There was a thing, man. It was in the air. It was in the zeitgeist. Even though this movie is not so cyberpunk, you can tell they're trying to take those things because they put the Karate Kid Valley Championship in the beginning of the movie, except it's a tag team Karate Kid Valley Championship, because Billy and Jimmy Lee tag each other in, right? So they get that. And that's their, okay, we got our action bona fides. And before that, we showed everything's falling apart because global warming and toxic recycled free the world. So they're taking from that, they're taking elements of what could be cyberpunk / dystopia post-apocalypse, and they mash it together with the Karate Kid and the Warriors. And here we are. And here we are. And Hollywood was taking swings for what it's worth, because Strange Days, super underrated.
Catherine Bigelow, awesome. Man, what a cool movie.
Awesome movie. Virtuosity is Double Dragon cheesy, except freaking Denzel Washington
and Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe. So that movie, I don't care. Nobody's going to tell me that movie sucks ever.
Denzel Washington wearing that Cops album, that cop uniform, just puts a huge smile on my face.
Super. And that movie's also a weird dystopian kind of future, not post-apocalyptic, but it's just too much technology, So the vibe in the air is technology gonna kill us and or ruin our lives. Tank Girl, post-apocalyptic Australia, 95, Laurie Petty, not bad. They put Ice Cube in a kangaroo suit. Ice-T. They put Ice-T in a kangaroo suit. We can't hate that.
That movie worked for me.
You know what I'm saying? You give it the benefit of the doubt. They were taking swings. And not for nothing, quick commentary on what's happening today. There are 6 companies now that run everything. And it's not like 6 companies that run the movie, 6 companies that run food. It's like 6 companies that run everything. There's going to be no more of these weird, crazy swings that we're seeing. If you take a look at the list of these movies, because not all of these movies were successful, these cyberpunk movies. A lot of them failed. But they were doing weird shit, man. That Mario Brothers movie wasn't great, but you had to watch it because it was insane.
And Johnny Mnemonic had Dolph Lundgren as a weird priest and Ice-T in it. But like his role in a dolphin, there's a talking dolphin in Johnny. Like people were on something in these years. Like they were high on technology and hackers.
Seriously.
Like it. Yeah. I do miss those days. Like the movie, like listen, Double Dragon, right? I know it was a movie made by AI, but it does have a personality. Like the look.
Yeah, absolutely.
You look at this movie and you're kind of thinking they tried something here. Like
they did. They took a big swing.
And like for me, when I'm watching a movie and I think it has done nothing, like when I think that it has done the bare minimum of filmmaking, and it bothers me. Like, why even do this? But this one, as you're watching it and as you see the actors commit and the big sets, like they built big sets for this movie.
Yeah, they did.
It makes it more palatable for me because they tried. Like there's something, there's a look here. They mimicked everything on the planet, but it still has the most successful thing I would say about this movie is you watch it all the way through and you get what they were going for the most part. Right. Now there are scenes that aren't like the jet ski scenes, the Bobo, like they're all unnecessary for a story. but it's fine. It's fine. I don't know. That's why I have a begrudging respect for this movie, because it has these big, like all the buildings are leaning sideways, but it has these metal things holding them up. It has I'm telling, it has something there, I guess.
The Jack commercial. They literally made the Jack commercial to explain that these jacks are holding up everything. And then you barely get the Chekhov's Jack commercial at the end when Shugo kidnaps Jimmy after rendering him unconscious, because you see the building. It's like signs on the screen that says, "Oh, the supports are shaking. Maybe they didn't buy the correct Jack thing." Because they go away, they make it a point in the first 20 minutes to keep saying there are aftershocks, and then for the rest of the movie there aren't any aftershocks. They make it seem like it's a big deal.
Yeah,
they make it a point to describe how toxic and dangerous it is to literally just be outside. And then they forget about it.
Yeah. And then the brothers are just cheeky, and the guy wears flannel around his flannel jacket around his waist in a very 90s way.
He's absolutely dressed like he's in an episode of Party of Five.
That show, man. I like that show in the 90s. What, Lacey Chabert, Nev Campbell, and Jennifer Love Hewitt.
I found it bleak.
Yeah, no, I remember it being very dark. And Jeremy London was like this weird abusive guy.
Yeah, I found it bleak. But that's what happens when your parents die in a car crash or a plane crash or something like that.
It was super depressing, was it not?
I found it to be.
Yeah. Scott Wolf.
Yeah.
You know, I looked him up on IMDb, and he's been acting nonstop for almost 40 years. Not 40 years, like 35 years, Scott Wolf.
Yeah, man.
He's crushing it. And
handsome guy, got range. Yeah, he'll find work.
And he got engaged to Alyssa Milano during the making of this movie. They started dating.
I would have. She's walking around like that for how many months they made this movie. I'm like, yeah, I got to. I got to shoot my shot. I got to.
The one very believable part in this movie, though, is when they're walking over Kogashuga's office before they try to grab the necklace, which is the oddest scene I've ever seen. But at least they're walking on the metal support struts and not the
stuff in the middle. Yeah. No, I get it. No,
just
I
when
get
their
it.
dad is there.
I get it. I'm telling you, man. Yoshihisa Kishimoto made Renegade as based on his teenage high school years getting into daily fights. All right. He drew inspiration from Bruce Lee, and he just used to walk around beating people up. And then the sequel is Double Dragon. Okay. This is a movie I want to see. I want to see a frustrated high school student broke up with his girl, and you know what? He's tired of it. He's tired of it all. Okay. He's tired of the gangs. He's tired of the basketball team. But most of all, he's tired of you. And he's going to punch you in the face until he's happy, which maybe never. That's a movie I want to see, bro. That's a movie I want to see. Compare that to thousands of years ago in ancient China. An evil army of shadow warriors threatened a city, and the king of the city sacrificed himself to create a medallion, and the two parts of the medallion made this. I was like, wow, son. Wow. Wow.
They did that for Street Fighter too. And they did that for Mario. Or it's like that's why Mortal Kombat works. It's Enter the Dragon. They go to an island and they fight.
Yes.
And there's fights during the tournament. There's fights at I don't know, breakfast tables.
There's fights on the boat. There's breakfast table. Yeah.
There's everywhere. And then they just fight and everyone's likable. Yeah. And then Robin Shou saves the world in an amazing final fight that whenever people talk about Paul W. Sanderson, Norbert, and they're like, oh, he's a hack. Watch Mortal Kombat again. Watch how many punches they throw without a cut. Like, just the guy understands things. Like
that's right.
It's so, and then watch Resident Evil. These IPs did not work at all for these films at all. But guess what? Mortal Kombat worked, and guess who did it? Paul W. S. So okay. So you have Mortal Kombat, right? Big hit. Then you have Mortal Kombat Annihilation, Woofda, Wing Commander. Now, I will say Lara Croft Tomb Raider's fun, and I don't think
that was fun.
I don't think Jolie gets enough credit because it made 275 million worldwide. So she
carries that, man.
Yeah, she's awesome, and she has fun in it. But then you get Resident Evil, which R-rated movie, and it came out before all the other zombie films, and it made 102 million. And it's fun. I don't know.
It's a perfectly cromulent film.
Yes,
but it suffers from the same thing that this movie does. Not for nothing, Resident Evil lore is super dense. So it's not that there was nothing for them to take. Did they get the mansion? Check. Did they get Wesker? But I mean, it's all there. Mm-hmm. So to be Alice, and James Purefoy, who I always get mixed up with Thomas Jane in this weird romance. Okay, sure. I think that's what irritated a lot of people. For me, the first one at least, it's a perfectly cromulent film.
The dog scene where she escapes the dogs and then there's three waiting for her.
That was sweet.
And then the zombie bit with Michelle Rodriguez becoming a zombie, and there's enough there. Classic. There's enough there, yeah. But then so you had a couple good ones, right? But then you have Uwe Boll and his reign. Listen to the interview I had with him. We had a great chat. But so he kind of, and I think they sort of took and then DOA comes out, the guy who directed Yes, Madam directed it, So then we kind of had some rough years: Far Cry, Max Payne, Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun Li, which features one of the best performances ever by Chris Klein. And then
that's saying something.
he's like, he walks through raindrops. But then I think 2018 is starting to turn because of Tomb Raider, Rampage, Pokemon Detective Pikachu, Sonic, even Monster Hunter, the Mortal Kombat movie with no tournament. Then like, I kind of like the new Resident Evil because it's so straightforward. But then you had Sonic
the TV show.
No, there's a movie out.
That was, I like that too.
Yeah,
I like that too. That was more of a vibe of the game.
Exactly, and you know, that movie is just A, B, C, D. It's just she shows up and she's a badass. She meets other people. They go like it's so good. But then you get what Mario and that's an animated film, but they're better now. I think video game movies have figured out like, hey, these video games are pretty cool. Let's base like let's stick to that. Let's not do Double Dragon.
Use the story, right? Let's literally use the story of the game. Use the story of the game. There is no way in hell that two dudes kicking ass as they walk to the right for 90 minutes to find their kidnapped girlfriend. And then at the end of that, when they find her, they have to battle each other for her love. Because that's how the game was. In the arcade, if you won on 2-player mode, you had to fight your brother because only one of you could actually take the girl home.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Ooh.
How is this not? And so they do kind of homage that by making Jimmy fight Billy because, you know, he was possessed by this, whatever, the spirit of the dragon. I'm telling you, man, that is the movie that I wanted to see.
Simple is not easy, though, right? It's if you look at some of the classics, like, and they have very straightforward, high concept ideas, but then people try to recreate them and they never work. But I think you know, movies like Jaws, you can't recreate because Spielberg couldn't recreate it. Like Alien, they couldn't do that. Like they had a madman called Geek. Like even Predator, they had to kick Jean-Claude Van Damme out of there. But like, it's just keep it simple, guys. Like look at Mad Max Fury Road. It's there and back again.
Yes.
The Lord of the Rings movies. We're gonna go throw a ring down a volcano.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's the goal,
guys.
That's what we're doing.
Just come on now.
Jesus Christ! There have been 19 Taken movies. They keep kidnapping my daughter.
And those are all a success. Just do it. Just make it simple.
Yeah,
like, that's all you gotta do.
We know Dacascos gets busy. We know Wolf gets busy. We know Milano gets busy. And I appreciate them trying to give her some kind of agency like they did in the Cowboy Bebop live action on Netflix. They gave Spike's girlfriend some agency. So nice. I get it. You want to do that, you know? You want to do that. But, you know, you're introducing the power core. You've taken Obobo, who's already a man who bench presses 800 pounds, and turned him into some kind of Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. So we were there. You tried, you know, you tried. Not on Dacascos though.
No,
Dacascos is the man.
Does he do that fall when he falls on that medical table and gets kicked over it? Is that him who falls on top of that and takes one of the craziest bumps I've ever seen? Do you remember that scene? The guy with the bullet head.
Yes. I think that was him.
Did you see that stunt and go, that wasn't right? That
it wasn't.
You know, a stunt wasn't right when you feel hurt by it. Yeah,
clearly, where the suffering transmits through the screen into your nervous system. That's not what we're here for. You know another thing too, Satori, right? She has her debut in First Blood Part 2. Satori.
She's great.
She's great in the movie, and her plan is flawed. Miss Julia Nixon. Okay. She, unlike her husband, who was killed by Geisman, who nobody wants to party with, she knows that these medallions are serious business. And so she knows that she has to protect them at all times. And that's why she wears it around her neck like a Pandora bracelet on full display at all times. And then gives it to her stepson to do the same. So she's like, I've put continents between the medallions just to keep them out of your grasp. And then Party of Five just walks up, hey, dude, nice hair. Here's the medallion. And I'm just, man, what are we doing? How is that not in a vault in a box under the sea covered by mountains?
Just throw it in the river. No one's going in that thing.
No one. You keep pointing out that the river is the most toxic substance in the face of the earth.
Oh man.
Julia Nixon.
Yeah, this is.
It's not her fault. It's the writing, man. It's the writing.
Like I said, this isn't really a movie, and also the director. He had done a lot of live stuff. He had done a lot of music videos. I've worked on music videos and I've worked on movies. They're completely different beasts. Completely different beasts. So it's you can see how it's easy for a first-time feature director to lose, because also like you got the video game in here, you have the reps in there, you have the studio in here, you have a bunch of people and all these cooks in the kitchen who want something else. So it's easy to see how he's like, I just want to make a movie. So I'm just going to try to make a movie, if that makes sense. And he did, but yeah, I think he lost control of it, I would say.
Clearly. And it would to say that he had any control, you know, that for what it's worth, they took this poor director and says, here's the script, follow it, shut up. And he said, does my check arrive on the 15th? Yes, good. And there it is. Because sometimes you just got bills to pay. You know, what did Michael Caine say about Jaws 3?
He bought a villa.
Yeah, this movie paid for my house. He didn't give a shit about that movie. Sometimes you just got to do it.
And you can tell the actors liked him though, because they wouldn't be doing what they were doing if they dreaded life on this shoot. Right. Now, either they're just really professional, but from what I heard on this, everyone talked about how nice the director was. The two writers who did Breaking Bad, they said that he attempted the hardest shot of the entire shoot on the first day and they didn't get it. And everyone was kind of making fun of him. And they're like, if you're a director, you never do that, by the way. You just never do the hardest shot on the first day because everyone's going to have no faith in you moving forward.
No respect, right?
But everyone talked about how nice he was. But yeah, I think that's the problem. He was just super nice. He's like, all right, we'll get our scenes. And then the movie happens. And then everyone watched it and went, oh no. But I don't know, man. Like Scott Wolf, he had no training. And I guess when he first started fighting, he was making all the sound effects. So if you watch the fight scene where they fight all the gangs, you can see his mouth going.
Oh, and not only that, there are parts in that fight where punches don't make a noise. Impacts don't make a noise. There are several times when it's just and nothing happens. But sonically too, the movie's insane. You remember that song? Do bo bo. Do. It was called "Oh Yeah" by this group called Yellow, and it was in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. During that fight, watch the movie again. They're ripping that song off. That's what's playing in the background, a rip-off of that song. It's hilarious. Because, you know, the budget is all in the shadow effects, which I found to be cool.
No, they look great. I remember seeing that for 94. It looked amazing. And that's where most of the, cool. The water scene and the 700 gallons of gasoline and all the pyrotechnics and the shadow guy. Because that, for 94, that's legit.
Oh, yeah, it was fine. It was fine. You know, you got to blow up the Cuyahoga River because, you know, the history of the Cuyahoga River means that this river's already been on fire. So you got to top that. You know?
I do love, I will say, I love the final fight in the ooze factory because all the people rappel down on the ropes. That's horrifying, Norbert. I would not want to be a stuntman for that. But if you watch the background, the extras fighting, there's a guy punching someone in the back of a truck for about 3 minutes.
It's clearly concussed. The fight should be over, but let's keep it going. Let's see where this goes.
And I will say, when he throws the can of paint at the post office guy, then pulls him into the ooze, it's a good bit.
It is.
This movie's got me pinballing.
Because it's a thing. It's a thing that we watched. And it's something that dozens of humans put a lot of time and effort into. And nobody's taking, for what it's worth, no one in this movie is taking a day off. It's, even if it was just a paycheck to them, you don't see it translated on the screen. I'm not going to ad lib. I'm going to do this exactly as it is written, as hard as I can. And so, you know, there's honor in that, man. You know what I'm saying? And we all know, once again, Dacascos gets busy. Scott Wolf gets busy. Robert Patrick, one of the greatest villains of all time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, our boy Michael Berryman has no sweat glands, comes to represent. Andy Dick manages to do a movie without being a weird asshole. I don't know how else to say, because you know he's always weird and coked up. You know, Al Long. We gotta love these people, man, because they tried.
At the end, they want to hench. They have signs like "We'll hench for food." Like,
that was hilarious.
It's great.
That was a great little twist at the end. You know, they're because they're just dudes looking for work in post-apocalyptic LA. I got you. I feel you, son.
But a Bobo though, when a Bobo's sitting in a bathroom with a mirror, and then sits up and then looks in the mirror and goes, "Wait, what?" But a Bobo was just in a room with a mirror.
That's right.
That's the problem with this movie. Do you think it's 12%? So right now on IMDb, it has under a 4.0 score, and it has a 12% score on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, I couldn't give this movie a positive. Like, I couldn't just be like, yes, this is a movie you should go watch.
Yeah.
But this one's tough. Like, hey, Mark, should I watch Double Dragon? Well, do you want to watch a video game adaptation that might be that's rumored to be one of the worst of all time, but it features Dacascos being awesome? Like, would you recommend this to people?
I recommend this to people because this would be, especially for when this came out, this would be one of those, dude, let's get high and watch Double Dragon. Like, straight up.
There's enough weird stuff.
You know what I'm saying? Let's take a shot every time this happens. You know what I mean? This is one of those types of movies. You know, it's something that I think people need to see because they were trying hard because they didn't realize. Look, man, for what it's worth, Atari destroyed the video game industry with E.T. and all of that. Nintendo saves it.
Yeah.
Nintendo saves it with Super Mario Brothers. It is iconic. It is easy for everyone to play. The controller is flawless. Video games were so popular at the time in a way that it was, wow, it was phenomenal, the way it just took over the zeitgeist. So Hollywood, of course, let's mine this. It's just for kids. Just call it Double Dragon, throw whatever on the screen over there. That's how you get this. That's how you get Mario. You know, I will watch Super Mario Brothers to this day, not because it's good, but because you got Dennis Hopper, you got Leguizamo, and you got Hoskins, and they're giving it their all, man. To them, it's not a video game movie. To them, it's I am Mario, and I'm Luigi, and I am Koopa. Like, they're taking it seriously. So it's not a good movie, but it's something you gotta watch. You gotta watch this movie, man. Got to see it once. I've seen it twice in less than 24 hours. So you shut up and watch this movie.
I mean, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun.
It is fun. It is fun. It is fun. The only time it jumped the shark was when Stay Puft Marshmallow Man or Bobo came out, because I was down. I was down to stick with it. And then he came out and I just said, oh man, I'm gonna watch this for Hoffmeyer, but I'm gonna get him somehow. I'm gonna get him back in this.
Well, you get to pick the next movie. Hey, so I'm gonna give you an option before we get out here. Do you want to do a 1990s post-apocalyptic movie draft, or do you want to do a video game adaptation, live action video game adaptation draft?
Hey, we just went down the list, bro. It's not a good. We got to do post-apocalyptic. Well, you know what? For the sake of the movie, yeah, we go video game adaptation.
All right, so I'll give you first pick.
All right.
You can
pick Double Dragon.
Whoa.
I'm just gonna pick Double Dragon. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna pick it.
Well, since you're such a maniac, I can't just take the big hitter then. All right, so I gotta pick a weird. I'm gonna take Street Fighter then.
Okay, go for it. I'm gonna continue to sync myself, and I'm gonna take Mario 93.
Oh, right.
I'm tanking this.
Super Mario Bros. Wait, is it brothers or bros?
Bros.
Yep, Super Mario Bros. All right, so if you're going to continue to tank it, you know what? I'm going to take Street Fighter Legend of Chun-Li because of Chris Klein. Have you seen it? Just watch a supercut of his performance. Just do it.
He's so bad.
So I just between me and you and everyone listening. So I don't know why I'm saying between me and you, Norbert. I always thought he was sort of putting on a performance, but then I listened to the commentary for the movie, and the director kept complimenting Chris for his performance, and Chris is like, "Yeah, man, I just really tried. I wanted to be this hard-boiled cop." So I've had a really hard time kind of making fun of them, well, not making fun of him, but enjoying his performance, because I used to think he was legit putting on a performance like overacting. But then he's like, yeah, man, I just tried. I was like, oh no. So yeah, that's my story.
I'm sorry. Oh, for the love of God. Okay, is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I am going to go with Doom. I love that movie.
Oh, I bought that. I've been meaning to talk about that for a while.
That movie is awesome. It is Doom. That is Doom. Okay? Scientists messing around on Mars, opening portals to hell, game done. And then we even get the short FPS section.
Yeah, with Carl Urban, right? Going after Dwayne Johnson.
Get the unrated version of this movie. Enjoy yourself. There's nothing wrong with this movie.
Right.
Nothing.
I'm gonna take Need for Speed because Rami Malek,
Yeah.
Kid Cudi, Michael Keaton, Imogen. Listen, let me tell you something. Imogen Poots is one of the best actors around. I think any movie you put her in, she could have chemistry with a tree.
100%.
If she was in Castaway and Wilson was swimming away from her, I would just melt. Like the entire world would die just because they would be so sad watching her cry for Wilson. And also Green Room, she's incredible in it. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, that movie's ooh.
At the end, he's like, "You want to know my desert island?" She's like, "I don't give a shit." Like she's so hard. She's cool in Fright Night too, man. Her and Anton Yelchin were so good together. But yeah,
rest in peace.
I'm a huge. Yeah. I like Imogen Poots, so I'm gonna take Need for Speed.
Okay, cool. I enjoyed Werewolves Within.
Oh, that movie's amazing.
I enjoyed that movie. I didn't even know it was a video game.
It's so fun. I interviewed the director, and I think I threw him for a loop because I didn't really talk to him about the movies he made. I just talked to him about other movies, and then he was
like sandwiches and whatnot. Yeah,
yeah.
That's who you are. Yeah.
And then eventually, like when it came time to promote it, he didn't even promote it. I'm like, oh, thanks. All right, so I'm gonna take Lara Croft Tomb Raider then because Angelina Jolie acts her like she's really cool in it. I'm telling, like she pulls that movie off. I know the second. No, you know what? I'm gonna take the second one because it features her punching a shark.
Nice.
And it features her on a jet ski.
Nice.
So I'm gonna take the second one.
Nice.
And it features Jerry Butler.
We have no problems here. Okay. Okay. And my final choice is going to come from left field. Hitman 2007, Timothy Olyphant as Agent 47.
Oh, bro, he's great. And there's Olga Kurylenko in that. Like, they're all cool.
Hell yeah. This movie got a negative reception, but you know what? STFU, $100 million on a $24 million budget. Eat it, jerks.
Yeah.
Oliphant, I watch Oliphant read the phone book. He's one of those people for me. He's great in everything.
Wait,
he's great in everything.
That was
that was 2007.
We need to do a Timothy Olyphant draft because like the girl next door, like he's just on fire in every movie.
He's great in everything. He is continuing the tradition of swimmers turned incredible actors that our boy Statham, that's the lane that they carve out. Yeah, we swim and we are Olympic level athletes, but you know what? We're just going to act.
He kind of looks like a swimmer, Timmy Ollie.
Oh yeah. It's like 6'12" and just lean. All
right, I need to go for. I'm not picking Mortal Kombat because I feel like that's a ringer, Norbert. Like people see it, people vote for it. I'm not going to take in The Name of the King. I'm not taking Prince Jake Gilly in Prince of Persia.
No, that's not a good movie. like this Double Dragon was a bad movie that they tried. And Prince of Persia just rubs me the wrong way.
That's not a movie you watch. Double Dragon's a movie you watch.
Just because it's a car crash that continues to explode. Yeah.
The Prince of Persia is just, why are we doing this?
Why are we here?
Jake Gyllenhaal is played in a Persian. And then Gemma Arterton is playing a Persian, right? Is it Persian? Yeah.
He's the Prince of Persia,
I'm going to take Sonic the Hedgehog.
That movie was fun.
Dude, Jim Carrey acts his face off in it.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He nails Robotnik well, man. He nails
And
Robotnik well.
I don't know why Sonic is sitting in the car. I mean, James Marsden's like the perfect foil, but he's that dance scene that Jim Carrey has in his trailer.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Oh, this
Yeah.
is fun. So you have Double Dragon, Super Mario Bros, Doom, Werewolves Within, Hitman. I have Street Fighter Legend of Chung Li, Need for Speed, Lara Croft Tomb Raider, The Cradle of Life, and Sonic the Hedgehog.
We're tanking. We're both tanking this. Don't
Hey,
vote for anything.
this is the MFF style, Norbert. Well, you know what depresses me sometimes is when you do a poll and like, okay, let's do the greatest action movies of the 90s, and someone goes T2.
Yeah.
No.
No, I'm gonna make you work for it. Gonna make you work for it.
Yeah, it's yeah. Well, thank you for joining. Wait, where can people find you, Norbert?
Norbert Morvan on SoundCloud, Eddie Kane on what is left of Twitter.
Hey, what's going on with Twitter?
Man, look, that's a whole other podcast.
What's
Pay your bills. Let's just put it that way. Pay your bills, people. Pay your bills.
Well, this was great, man. I, as always, I appreciate you coming in and talking with me. This is wonderful.
Much love to you, brethren.
All right. So for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, for Norbert Morvan, this is Movie Sons of Flicks. We'll see you next week.